Hey folks, I just am in the middle of marking your cultural presentations and I'm seeing some trends in regards to citations. So I think we need a video to remind us about how we do research in the social sciences. So I've picked a topic from the assignment page for activity 4 and I'm just going to do a couple of things to show you how this works. So I literally know nothing about this. I picked something that I didn't know what it was, so I could give you the best video possible in regards to my prior knowledge. I have zero prior knowledge. So I have to come up with the history. So what I did was I just looked up the item, and this was one of the first websites that came up, which is Wikipedia. Wikipedia is an okay place to start, but you probably would want to go to other sites as well to look up your topic. And from what I see here is that this type of headdress has been worn for a long period of time. So it doesn't actually say that anywhere in here, but when I'm looking at the varieties, when I'm looking over here, it looks like it's been worn in Palestine for an unknown amount of time. So I didn't know that about the keffiyeh, but I still need to cite it in my presentation because it was something I didn't know before I started. So I'm going to just use a bullet here, just right here, used for a long time. Now this is my own words, but I didn't get the information myself. And so I actually need to cite this source. So the easiest way to do this is to use a website. Back in the day, I had to memorize how to do this all by myself, or I had to buy a book and refer to the book, but now we have the internet. So I'm going to copy paste the URL into BibMe. I'm going to click website to make sure that it knows I'm looking for a website, and I'm going to search. And then once it comes up with the next page, I'm going to fill in some information. Of course it's not. Let's try that one more time. Go. There we go. Okay, it's asking me if my source is credible, and since it's Wikipedia, that's debatable, but I'm just showing you for purposes. So here's what it's found for us. It's found the title, the date published, the date accessed today, the website title, the URL. And I can just check all that now. There's no author because it's Wikipedia, but all the other information is there. Sometimes you'll need to add some information yourself, like sometimes it won't find the title, but you'll just plop it in. You want to fill in as much information as you can, and then you're going to create citation. So here's the citation that's going to go in my works cited, but I also need a parenthetical citation to show the information that I got. So I'm going to use the title and the year because there is no author, and I'm going to copy paste it right in here. There we go. And I can change the font so it's the same color after. Now I want to show you how this changes if I use something directly from Wikipedia. So this is, I want to use this. Towards the end of the 1980s, it's a fashion accessory, and it's become very popular randomly in Tokyo. And it's worn with camo style clothing, so it's kind of like a military inspired accessory. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the whole thing. Okay, so if I leave it just here like that, it's plagiarism. So what I need to do is I need to put quotation marks around it, and then I need to use, I need to use my same citation that I had before here. If it doesn't have quotation marks, and if it doesn't have this in-text citation, it is plagiarism. So if it just has question marks and no in-text citation, plagiarism. If it doesn't have the quotation marks, but it has this, still plagiarism. It needs to have both for it to be considered. Now, what happens if you want to add a picture? So here's a picture. If you click View Image, you'll actually get the image URL. And what I want to do is I want to go back to BibMe. I want to go Other. And I want to look at all this good stuff. I want to find a picture. So I'm looking. It's a photograph. It's not a personal photograph. And I found it on a website. I don't know any of this information. I don't know the date it was created, but I do know the URL. I do know the date it was accessed, which is today. I'm going to create my citation. So there we go. If I wanted to, since this is kind of like a random, I can give it a photo. Kepia. And then that makes it easier for my reader to understand which, especially if I have a lot of pictures, which picture is which. So here we go. We have, this is going to be my citation in the works cited, and then my parenthetical citation is going to be this. So if I want to put this picture in here, let's say I want to put it right in this space. First of all, I need to make a text box, and I need to put a caption underneath that picture. Oops, not that. So let's see if that works this time. There we go. So there's my in-text citation for this guy. And then I need to put in my picture. So if I go to my picture, copy paste the URL, and then go insert image by URL, it should come up. And it's probably going to be big, and so I'm going to make it small. I'm going to crop it because I don't really care about the bottom. And I'm going to put it here. Obviously, this is a little ugly, but I'm trying to show you how to cite, not how to make a beautiful PowerPoint. Okay, so let's pretend my works cited is finished. If you're using a BibMe-like program, you should be good to just copy paste these. You need to make sure that they're in alphabetical order. Some websites put them in alphabetical order, some don't. So just double check that they're in alphabetical order. And this one, copy paste. And I did it again. Control C. Thank you. I'm too fast. There we go. So that would be the start of my works cited. If, let's say, I have a citation that's taking up a lot of space, like you have a lot of information, so let's say it looks like this in length, you actually hanging indent the bottom part just so you can see it's not just a massive text. So how I did that was I hit enter. Oops. I hit enter once, and then I hit tab, and that allows me to hang indent it. So I'm making sure that it is in alphabetical order, and it is, and that is that. So I hope this helps. I'm going to put a sample APA source in here as well. Is it here? Yeah. Which should give you some ideas of how an APA citation would look. This is like hardcore, like for university, but still the citation style is good and shows you how to do it in alphabetical order and what it should look like. So I really hope this helps.